Do you ever sometimes think to yourself, why am I so poor? But yet, you're very smart. It doesn't make any sense, right? Well, this is a thought that I had about a few days ago, and today I decided to think about it a lot more deeper, and I figured I'd make a video about it. Now, just a quick premise, this doesn't apply to everybody. This is mostly for the entrepreneurs, the business owners out there who are going out there and earning their own money. And so it kind of boils down to one singular thing. It's not that you lack knowledge because you think you're smart. You feel like you know everything already. You feel like you're ahead of the game in terms of knowledge about your industry. And so it doesn't make any sense, especially if you've been doing it for a very long time. Now, like I said, it boils down to one singular thing. And that is because you're simply just lazy. Now, maybe lazy is a little too harsh because you're probably working 16-hour days, 12-hour days. You're probably working a lot harder than everyone else in your circle. But yet, your friends who are just working a minimum wage job, or your friends who work for the government, or your friends that have a corporate job, these seem like they're doing way better than you are. And for you, you've been told that all you gotta do is work hard, be smart, and you'll be making a lot of money. But you're doing all these things, yet you're still struggling financially. You're still struggling to make ends meet. And I guess, yeah, you're not lazy, but is that you don't act with urgency. Yes, it's all about urgency. You see, a lot of the times we think we have a lot more time than we think we do. And so we often push things back. We often like to fantasize on how things are or how things will be once this specific idea works out. But while we're doing this, time is passing by and we're not executing. And so that's the thing that you're lacking. That's the formula that you're missing onto why you're not successful, into why you're financially struggling. It's because you lack the sense of urgency. Yes, you might be doing something. You might be working hard, but you're not working hard enough in the sense that you're not putting any urgency behind these actions. Let me give you guys an example. Back when I was running my marketing agency, I had never made over 6 figures a year. I was 3.5 years deep into my business and I have yet to break 6 figures. Even if you were to take all the money that I've made in the last 3.5 years since starting that business, it did not even equate to 6 figures. But the moment I decided to quit my job, I knew that I had nowhere else to go. I knew that I had no other choice but to make it happen. And because of that, I challenged myself to make $100,000. And not just $100,000 in a year, $100,000 in 100 days. I went so extreme to a point where I made this challenge public. I went on Instagram and I told everybody that I was going to make $100,000 in 100 days. Now, because I did this, I did not want to be embarrassed in front of the whole world. I wanted to make sure that I took action every single day because I did not want to be embarrassed. And so every single day, I was acting with a sense of urgency. I wasn't waiting for a meeting to happen in 3 days. I wanted to make the meeting happen today, this instant. Let's make it happen tomorrow instead of next week. Let's make it happen this afternoon instead of tomorrow morning. There was a sense of urgency with everything that I did. And because of that, I was actually able to surpass this challenge or complete this challenge, in just 63 days. 63 days to make $100,000. And I haven't even made that in the last 3.5 years prior to doing this challenge. And the biggest difference there was that I just had more sense of urgency with my actions. I wasn't, yeah, for sure, you can say I was a little bit smarter. Yeah, you can say I had a little bit more leverage, but the number one difference there was the act of urgency, the sense of urgency. And so the reason why I'm telling you this right now is try it out. I don't know if you've ever applied any urgency in any things that you've done. Well, I'm sure you have. Let me give you another example. Usually, I'm sure you have all been in high school or any schooling for that matter. When we're writing an essay, when it's just a normal class, sometimes the teacher will give us maybe a few days to complete an essay, maybe like a whole day to complete an essay. But the moment exam time happens, when you're told that you only have an hour and a half to complete an essay, something that would usually take you 3 days, 1 week, a full day, you're able to get it done in just an hour and a half, sometimes even 30 minutes. Why? Because you're actually applying a sense of urgency with your action. You know that you have no any other reason. You have no any other choice, but to make it happen. There's a saying, if you tell yourself it'll take you 1 week, it'll take you 1 week. If you tell yourself you have 1 day, it'll take you 1 day. But if you tell yourself you have 2 hours, you find a way to make it happen in 2 hours. And so I want you guys to practice this. I want to make sure that every single day you guys are acting with a sense of urgency. It's not that you lack skills. It's not that you lack knowledge. You're pretty well equipped with all these things to become successful. It's just that you need to apply sense of urgency with your actions. You see, I've been in business for over half a decade now. I've seen really dumb people make a lot of money. But the only difference between them and the smartest people that I know that are not making any money is that the dumb people are obsessed. They are obsessed with doing the things that they need to do, and they do it quick. They're not overanalyzing. You see, one of the biggest benefit of being stupid is the fact that you don't know you're stupid. And so you don't actually overanalyze anything. All you want to do is do the thing that you know you need to do. Whether you're failing back and forth, you're always still going to go move forward. Whereas sometimes when you're a little too smart, you like to overanalyze. And unfortunately, overanalyzing just means that you're stagnant. You're not doing anything. You're overthinking. You're not doing the thing that you need to do. Whereas when you're a little dumb, you're getting a lot more reps in because you're just next. You're able to reiterate your ideas, right? If something doesn't work out, you're able to go and learn, fail from it. You fail quick, and that means you can try again. And so, yeah, lesson of this video is that don't beat yourself down. You already know that you're smart. You already know that you're well equipped with the skill set. You just need to implement urgency in everything that you do. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I said anyways. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, anyways. Yeah, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. How long have I been yapping for? 9 minutes, 90 minutes. Thank you for spending 9 minutes with me. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.